So over the years, there have been quite a few incidents that have gone down on an airplane, not to mention all the plane crashes, but we got the Burger King guy, the lady who saw something that wasn't real, the countless fights, snakes, and even 9/11. But none are quite as pathetic as this. So back when I was working for the Parks Department in Oakland, we had to take a bunch of kids on essentially a field trip, but it wasn't really a field trip, it was just us taking them to see how pickleball was played. And this was like 8 years ago, so this was before Tom Brady was buying a team, before David Beckham and Matt Damon were in a commercial together that wasn't even a pickleball commercial, it was really just a beer commercial that happened to reference pickleball.
Still haven't seen the guy with the pickles.
This was when pickleball was still being made fun of because of how ridiculous the name was, and the fact that someone just supersized the game of ping pong while also at the same time shrinking the game of tennis and said, pickleball. And his partner was like, please, we named that as a joke. Please don't tell me you actually, too late. It's already trademarked. We have an association. The USA Pickleball Association. And it says we can never change it. But ever since then, pickleball has become, I wouldn't say mainstream, but it is being talked about a lot more than it was before. People are even starting to become professional pickleball athletes, while others are forced to become coaches. Like this guy, Kobe Toei King Nguyen, or simply Kobe.Pickleball. And according to his bio, he is an AI expert. Who the fuck isn't? The newborn kid that was just born is an AI expert. Celebrity pickleball coach, agent, Division 1 coach, 75th PPA singles, working 24/7 to make my dad proud, CEO, manager AI, and RideX. Now what's funny is that I looked up what that 75th PPA singles means, and it says in pickleball, PPA 75th place singles appears to be a self-proclaimed placement of a player in a professional pickleball association qualifying event. This individual placed 75th out of 77 participants. So he's basically celebrating coming in second to last. And I know, well, let's see you do better. I probably could have if they got people celebrating coming in 75th place. Not even 75 out of 100. He was one person away from being in last place. The guy who came in dead last and him would all be on the same loser podium as shit button ass. But if you were to scroll through this guy's account, you would see that he's just a guy who loves pickleball. And the fact that he has the same name as the late great Kobe. I didn't even know Kobe, but I know that he would have hated you. But amongst all these videos about balls and Kobe and such, there's this one video that he uploaded yesterday with the caption, airline attendant forcibly opened bathroom door on passenger. Now right away, anyone who read that would have been like, oh hell no, this B-word gotta go. You don't open the door on a man when he's taking a shit. Yeah, that's her, officer. That's the one right there with the boobs. But here's the video he uploaded without any real context other than this lady forcibly opened the door while he was in the bathroom. And also try not to pay attention to the subtitles at the beginning. He tried to have them generated automatically, so 50% of them are wrong because of all the background noise. But here's what went down on American Airlines flight 2860.
It's a hazardous flight.
But I was actually sitting on the toilet and you were opening the door.
I don't care.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
You can keep saying you're sorry, but I'm here
I
about
got
all
it.
these
Yes,
passengers.
I got it. Yes.
Okay, so it'll be on you, and I
Yes.
see you're recording
That's
me
fine.
right
You're not
now.
allowed to do that.
Doing
Did you
that.
put your hands on me? She just put her hands on
No,
me.
she did
Yes, she
not.
did. She put her hands on
Why
me.
are
She
you
tried to grab my phone.
You're not
No,
supposed to be
but
smoking
yes, but
in
she
here.
put her hands on me. I have a lawyer. I am a lawyer.
Well, that's
I
fine.
am a
Why you
lawyer.
can't-
Well, according to his Instagram bio, lawyer isn't one of the many things he has listed himself as being. One of them, of course, is placing 75th place out of a total of 77 places, if you guys didn't know. 75th place, baby! But I like how he goes from, I have a lawyer, to I'm a lawyer, like that was going to make her go, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Lawyer, is there anything I do so you can't sue me? I'm stuttering over my words, I'm so scared. When really, she doesn't give a single fuck. She's actually waiting for him to swing on her so that she can beat the shit out of him. Being a fake lawyer means nothing if you can't even intimidate the flight attendant.
Smoking in here. You know that very well, don't you?
Yes, I'm sorry, but you did not put your hands on me.
Now, like I said, the subtitles are completely fudged. Like, obviously she didn't say, you are not that very handsome. But if you listen closely, she did say you were smoking, which is why he apologizes.
am a
You've
lawyer.
been smoking and you're not that very well,
Yes.
don't you?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
So now we know the reason she tried to open the door. It wasn't because she's some pervert flight attendant. She smelled this guy's strawberry butt cheese flavored vape and was like, not on my fucking aircraft. But still, even after being exposed on camera, he still thinks he can turn this around on her and play the victim.
You do not put your hands on me. You do not put your hands on me. I have 25,000 followers. I have 25,000 followers that are going to watch this. Yes, I know. That's my bad. Yes, you did. You pulled it right over my chest. Yes, I have it on video.
Notice how when the other flight attendant tells him that he can't smoke, he's like, oh yeah, my bad. But you can't touch me. And it's like, at this point, he would have just been better off deleting the video. There are people who smoke 20 packs of cigarettes a day who know that you don't smoke on a plane under any circumstances. They also know not to act like a little bitch when they get caught. And did he really think that telling her he has 25,000 followers was going to do anything? As old as she is, she knows that 25,000 followers ain't shit when trying to threaten someone. Trying to threaten someone with any amount of followers is the dumbest thing anyone can do, because 9 times out of 10 your followers are gonna be like, yeah, leave us out of this, we were just here to leave a comment. But if you thought bragging about having 25,000 followers was pathetic, just listen to what he says next.
I was recording. So do you want me to release this, or you want to say sorry to me right now? Say sorry. Do not touch me. You do not get to touch a passenger. And I was in the restroom. You were opening the door. No, no. I'm actually going to call the police when I get back to the ground on you.
This pussy is throwing a literal tantrum because he got caught vaping.
No, I will not go to my seat, and you're gonna hear me complain.
And because he thinks this is gonna go viral in his favor, he doesn't even realize that she already said sorry. She literally just wants him to go to his seat, but he's like, hold on,
I still got a few more words I have to say. I know I broke the law, but you have no right to expose me like that.
You do not put your hands on a passenger.
I hear you.
You reached over me. You tried to grab my phone. You assaulted me. She assaulted me. This flight attendant assaulted me, everybody. This flight attendant assaulted me. She put her hands on me.
Nobody on this plane gives a shit about what she did. But after the video ends, he goes back to his seat like a good little boy and then posts this video thinking that everyone would be on his side. But everyone in the comments is just making fun of him. What a sorry attempt to portray yourself as a victim. Stop vaping on an airplane. Case closed. I have a lawyer. I am a lawyer. LMAO? No, dude, you play pickleball. So, you were just breaking the law, and instead of taking accountability, you would just berate a woman doing her job? Kobe would be ashamed of you. See, I'm not the only one who thinks that. I know Kobe would hate this loser. But what's even funnier than that is how he tries to explain what went down. So this person asked, yo, what the H? What happened? And then he says, I was sitting on the toilet and she kept unlocking and knocking on the door. I was in emotional distress and didn't know what was happening. I was getting so high off the vape fumes I didn't know what was going on. I thought the plane was crashing. And then he replies to someone else saying, I'm autistic, as if that excuses him from literally breaking the law. But he knows what he did, no matter how many story posts he makes trying to make people think that he's laughing at us. He has to limit his comments on his post because every video after that vaping one is just people making fun of him. But yeah, guys, this loser actually thought people were going to be on his side for this, thinking that if he left out the vaping part and just kept on yelling at these flight attendants, everyone would be like, this guy needs to get free American Airlines flights for life after this. When really, this dude needs to shut the fuck up and realize that you do not celebrate coming in 75th place. Until tomorrow, peace.